Good morning, students. Yesterday we have seen the theorem on areas of any two triangles in the school and in the video also. Still, I want to repeat this PPT because it is a star theorem and very much important, and all of us must understand that. Yesterday I have shown you the same in the video, but still we are going to repeat. Now here statement is given. Suppose triangle ABC is there and DE is parallel to BC. DE intersect AB and AC in two distinct points. So we have to prove that AD upon BD is equal to AE upon CE. Now here children, we are going to construct the construction. We are going to join, this is the construction. We are going to join CD and DE. Then we are going to draw the perpendiculars from D and E. So DM is perpendicular to AE and EN is perpendicular to AD. AD means AB and AE means AC. Any you can take. Now we are going to write the proof. Now yesterday we have seen if the height is same, if H1 is equal to H2, then A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 upon B2. We are going to use this theorem. So only we have taken that. So here triangle ADE and triangle BDE have same heights. Correct? Therefore, area triangle ADE upon area triangle BDE is equal to B1 upon B2. That comes to AD upon BD. This will be statement number 1. And we can write what is the reason for this. We have written that they have same height. Now, second statement, in triangle ADE and triangle CDE are also having same height. Correct? Therefore, area triangle ADE upon area triangle CDE is equal to B1 upon B2. Because height is same, so B1 upon B2. So B1 for ADE. Now DM is the height, so AE will be the base. And triangle, for triangle CDE, CE is the base and DM is the height. So it will be CE. Statement number 2. Now LHS of first statement and second statement, we have ADE, area triangle ADE is equal to area triangle ADE. So numerator is same, correct? This one and this one. Now and triangle BDE and triangle CDE are on the same base. Now which base we are going to consider? DE, and in the same parallels. Correct? Therefore, area triangle BDE is equal to area triangle CDE. Children, we have proved this theorem in 9th standard. Suppose if two triangles are in the same parallel and they are based on the same base, so they will have equal area. So BDE, can you see this triangle? So I will be highlighting if you want. This triangle BDE and CDE, they are on the same base DE and in the same parallel DE and BC. Therefore area will be same. Therefore denominator are also same. So numerators are same and denominators are same. Therefore LHS is same. Therefore RHS has to be same. Because LHS is same, so RHS has to be same. Therefore AD upon BD is equal to AE upon CE. Hence proved. We have proved this theorem, children. Correct? So once again I will be explaining you. Now if you consider ADE and BDE, so for this H1 is equal to H2. Which is the H1? NE or EN is the height. So height is same. So it will be A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 upon B2. Similarly, for triangle ADE, when AE is the base, H1 is equal to DM. For triangle CDE, H2 is equal to DM. So H1 is equal to H2. Therefore, A1 upon A2 will be AE upon CE. So we have proved that area numerator is same, ADE and ADE. So triangle BDE and CDE are in the same parallels on the same base DE. Therefore area triangle BDE will be equal to CDE. So left hand side numerator is same and denominator is also same. Therefore LHS will be same. Therefore RHS has to be same. So we have proved this. So this is BPT, which is very important theorem in the triangles. So this is a star theorem. Yesterday also I told you 3 question papers. Out of 3 question papers, 2 questions papers will be having this theorem. So we must learn it by heart. Therefore I am stressing so much. Correct? Now we all know there are some geometric statements which are the theorems statements, and some of them are the converse. Now what is the meaning of converse? In English we have learned that some statements are statements and converses means active voice and passive voice. So active voice is theorem and passive voice is converse of it. So for some geometric statements, active voice is also true and passive voice is also true. That means if and then, if you consider, so first statement is also true, and if you change the statement after then first and then if afterwards, that also becomes true. So what was the statements in BPT? The statement was if in a triangle a line is drawn parallel to, means this line DE is parallel to BC. Now in converse we are going to consider if a line divides 2 sides of a triangle in the same ratio. Means here it is given AD upon BD is equal to AE upon CE. We have to prove that DE is parallel to BC. Correct? So we are going to prove it by negative proof. So let us draw the figure. Figure will be same. Any triangle you can draw. I am purposely drawing big one so that it will be very much clear to us. This is triangle A, B, C, D and E. Now here we are going to write given and to prove. Statements you will be writing in the textbook, classwork. I am not going to write that. So here given is AD upon BD is equal to AE upon CE. To prove DE is parallel to BC. Correct? So here for theorem it was given that DE is parallel to BC. Then we had to prove AD upon BD is equal to AE upon CE. So we have taken the passive voice. Here given is AD upon BD is equal to AE upon CE, and we have to prove that DE is parallel to BC. So here we are going to prove it by negative proof. So whatever is given, we assume that it is wrong, and then we prove that how we are wrong. So when we are wrong, the given statement will be proved. Now suppose if I say prove that any one of you is in 10th standard. How can we prove that? We can prove it as you are not in 11th standard, you are not in 9th standard. So when you are not in 9th standard, you have passed 9th standard, but you have not entered 11th standard. That means you are in 10th standard. Such type of proofs are negative proofs. So we are going to prove it. So proof will be, let DE is not parallel to BC. Therefore, now suppose children, I am going to draw one more thing. Suppose a line is given to you. This is line L. Correct? Now point P is given to you outside the line. Correct? So when a point is given to you, there has to be one line which is parallel to L, and such line is only one. So one and only one line will be there which is passing through P and which is parallel to L. No other line passing from P will be parallel to L. We are going to use this theorem. Is it clear to you? Once again I will be telling you. If a line is given to you and a point is given outside. Correct? So this point is suppose X. So any one line, not any, only one line will be there which is passing through X and which will be parallel to L. Only one such line is there. So one and only one, no other line can pass through X or P and which is parallel to the given line. So this theorem we are going to use. We have learned this theorem also, basic theorem, in 9th standard. So let DE is not parallel to BC. Therefore, there must be some line or other line, one line. There must be one line. There must be one line which is passing through D and parallel to BC. We are not going to consider E point. So a line must be there which is passing through D, and that line is parallel to BC. Let this line intersect this point M. Correct? Let that line intersects AC in point N. Therefore, DM is parallel to BC. This is construction. Correct? Now, therefore, we have AD upon, now DM is parallel to BC. So AD upon BD is equal to AM upon CM. What is the reason? It is BPT. Because when this line is parallel to BC, AD upon BD will be equal to AM upon CM. Correct? Because we have drawn that line parallel to BC. Correct? This is statement number 1. Now, but AD upon BD is equal to AE upon CE. Now children, keep in mind that whatever we say may be wrong, but whatever is given, that is always true. but therefore AD upon BD is equal to AE upon CE is always true. Why this is so? It is because it is given to us. So given is always true, correct? We may be wrong. This is statement number 2. Now if you compare statement number 1 and 2, left hand side is same. Therefore AM upon CM is equal to AE upon CE from 1 and 2. Correct? When we circle the number, it becomes a statement number. Correct? Always keep that in mind. Therefore, now we can add 1 to both the sides. Why do we want 1? Now here AM upon CM, AE upon CE we got. So if we add 1 to both the sides, we have AM upon CM plus 1 is equal to AE upon CE plus 1. Correct? So instead of 1, here denominator is CM. So let us write CM upon CM. So AM upon CM is plus CM upon CM is equal to AE upon CE plus CE upon CE. Now why do we want CE in the numerator and denominator and here CM upon CM? Because we have want value for 1. 1 is equal to same number upon same number. And if you see denominator is same, so we can add the numerator. Therefore AM plus CM upon CM is equal to AE plus CE upon CE. Now AM plus CM is equal to AC upon CM is equal to AE plus CE is equal to again AC upon CE. Correct? Now I will take inverse of both the sides. Taking inverse of both sides. We take inverse. Therefore we have CM upon AC is equal to CE upon AC. Now if you see denominator is same, therefore as denominator is same, numerator has to be same. Therefore CM is equal to CE. Now CM is equal to CE. Therefore M and E points are not different but same. So these 2 points are not different. CE is equal to CM. So M and C point won't M and E points won't be different but the same. Therefore DE. So instead of DM I can write DM. DE is parallel to BC. This is the converse of BPT. You all write it. Stop the video and then write it down clearly. Is it clear? Hope you understand. Yes, children. Now children, we are going to start with example 1. Here example 1 says that in triangle ABC, DE is parallel to BC and DE intersects AB and AC in point D and E. We have to prove that AD upon AB is equal to AE upon AC. Correct? So here we know that we are going to write, we have written given and to prove. Correct? Now we are going to write the proof. Here it is given to us DE is parallel to BC. This is given. Now here you should know that for every step of the proof we are going to write the reason. Marks are given when you write the reason only, correct? So therefore we know that AD upon BD is equal to AE upon CE. Reason will be BPT, basic proportionality theorem. In basic proportionality theorem it is given that if lines are parallel, then we can say that AD upon BD is equal to AE upon CE. We have proved that, correct? Now adding 1 to, now here we want AD upon BD, AB. So here AD is already there. So here if I write, I will be taking inverse of both the sides. Now children, here one more thing I want to tell you. Now suppose any ratio is given to you. Say A upon B is equal to C upon D. Then 4 statements are true. Then write down on the last page of your classwork. This will be on last page. Then 4 statements are true. So here if A upon B is equal to C upon D, then first will be B upon A is equal to D upon C. This statement is called as invertendo. So if you take inverse of both the sides, then also they are equal. Then second will be A upon C is equal to B upon D. Correct? This statement is also true. Third statement is A plus B upon B is equal to C plus D upon D. This statement is called as componendo. This is not there in your syllabus, but still I am telling you as extra knowledge. Then fourth one will be A plus B upon A minus B upon B is equal to C minus D upon D. This is called as dividendo. Correct? So if you write again here, fifth also will be true. A plus B upon A minus B will be equal to C plus D upon C minus D. Those who are preparing for MTSC, NTSC, it will be useful for them. So this is called as componendo dividendo. So these 4 statements are true. So here we are going to use componendo. So we are invertendo we are going to consider. Therefore BD upon AD is equal to CE upon AE. Invertendo. Correct? Adding 1 to both sides. Now children, for the equation we can add equal number, subtract equal number, multiply with the same number or divide with the same number. So we are going to add the same number to both the sides. So BD it is. BD upon AD plus 1 is equal to CE upon AE plus 1. Now 1 means AD upon AD. So BD upon AD plus AD upon AD is equal to CE upon AE plus AE upon AE. Correct? Now here denominator is same, so I can add the numerators. Therefore, BD plus AD upon AD is equal to CE plus AE upon AE. So BD plus AD will be equal to AB. Therefore, AB so AB upon AD is equal to AC upon AE. Correct? Now AB upon AD is equal to AC upon AE. Correct? Again taking the invertendo. Again considering the invertendo. Why we are again going to take the inverse? Because what we want AD upon AB, and here we got AB upon AD. Therefore, we have to take the inverse. So, AD upon AB is equal to AE upon AC. Correct? Hence, proved. Rest we will be seeing in the next period. Have a good day. Bye.